Hi guys!
We're here to show you how to play Dozens of Eggs, Workplace 7A.
I'm Miss Willow.
And I'm Mrs. H. All right, here we go. So we've been talking in class about our egg cartons and dozens of eggs. So in order to play this workplace, you need to have lots of supplies. Let's talk through the supplies you're going to need.
First, you need a deck of Dozens of Eggs cards.
You need your Dozens of Eggs record sheets.
You need your pencil or writing utensil.
You need your egg carton.
You need a handful of at least 12 square tiles.
And you need different colored pencils or markers to be able to color into your record sheets.
Crayons are okay too.
All right, let's look at our directions. It says,
players shuffle the fraction cards and lay them face down in a stack. Thank you, Mrs. H. Each player draws one card. The player with the larger fraction goes first.
okay,
I got 1/12.
I got 2 6. So I go first, and we put those on the bottom of the deck. Okay, step 2.
Player 1 draws a card from the top of the deck, reads the fraction out loud.
1/6.
She uses the colored tiles and her egg carton model to build a model of the fraction in the egg carton.
So 1/6. I'm going to look at my egg carton, and I know there are 12 spots. So I'm going to think about an equivalent fraction, and I know that 1/6 is, if this is 6, I need to put 1 there, and if this is 6, I need to put 1 here. So this is 1/6. What do you think, Mrs. Willow? Did I get it?
I agree with your thinking because one tile out of 6 is filled in, and one tile out of 6 is filled in. Step 3. Player 1 draws circles to represent the number of eggs in one of the diagrams on her recording sheet and records that number of 12 as a fraction on the sheet.
I'm going to use my green marker. So now up here on my record sheet, I'm going to color in 1 dot there for this tile and 1 here for this tile.
Now player 1 will use her pencil or writing utensil to record the fraction in 12ths. Mrs. H, how many 12ths is 1/6 equal to?
Well, I have 2 egg carton pieces covered, so that must be 2 12ths because there's 12 total.
I would agree with 2 12ths.
So we started with 1/6, and my equivalent fraction is 2 12ths.
Players are going to continue to take turns until one person has filled in all 4 egg cartons on their recording sheet. Make sure you use a different color to record each new turn.
All right, Miss Willow, looks like it's your turn.
Ooh, I got 3/3. All right. I put in 3/3. Mrs. H, can you check my work?
Well, let's take a look at that, Miss Willow. I feel like right now you have 3 pieces out of 12. And I know that is not the same as 3/3.
Okay. So I remember when you said you had 1 out of 6, there was 6 and you put 1. So I'm going to make 3 and put in 3. I'm going to make 3 and put in another 3. I see I have 3 more. Put in 3 again. And another group of 3. How do you think I did now, Mrs. H?
Well, I'm going to think back to our number corner from January, and I'm going to remember that 3/3 is also equivalent to 1 whole. And I'm going to look at the fact that you have all of your egg carton, your 1 whole egg carton filled up. Looks good to me.
Awesome. I'm going to pick purple because that's my favorite color. Now I'm going to color in circles on my egg carton, each circle representing one of my square tiles. Yay, purple. My next step is to grab my writing utensil or my pencil and write down my equation in 12s. Well, I put in 12 tiles and there are 12 spots on my egg carton, so my fraction would be 12 12ths.
Looks good.
Mrs. H, it's your turn.
All right, here I go. Ooh, look at this one.
Ooh, that's like my
That
card.
is like your card, the same numbers on the top and the bottom. I'm gonna think through, maybe there's some similarities. I'm gonna remember back to when I had 1 6 and I colored in 1 out of 6. So this time I'm gonna put in 6 out of 6 up here.
That makes a lot of sense.
And 6 out of 6